Hey guys, before we start today's video, I just want to say a big thank you for all the support on the last video. It just feels so much to me that we had so much support on the last video. It really just makes my heart really warm inside. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy today's video. Let's get right into it. Back you another video. We're back in another Minecraft video, where today we will be discussing the dark history and how the ancient builders came from being the weakest animal or civilization in the whole world from becoming the strongest. It all began when the ancient builders fell into the world. The overworld. A beautiful place, but also dangerous. The ancient builders looked around. They didn't know what to do. But, unlike the present players, they had instinctive. Something in their instinct just told them that wood was what they needed to get first. So, with their bare hands, they cut down trees. Their hands bloodied. They crafted something with the wood. And after experimenting, they crafted the crafting table. Get it? Okay. They crafted the crafting table. And with the crafting table, they were able to craft new weapons and all types of different things. But with this new discovery, the ancient builders, they started to enact wars. There was no language. The only language was grunts, roars, or just silence. They were wild beasts. They would kill each other on sights, and there were different clans that all the ancient builders were separated into. Those people in those clans were peaceful to each other, but sometimes something would happen and they would have to kill each other. So even if you weren't safe in a clan or tribe, whatever you want to call it. But soon these ancient builders learned to mine stone. And once they learned to mine stone, they also started to create languages. These languages would allow them to speak to each other, so that different clans to understand what other clans were saying. So it would just be like, go, oh, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna kill you now. Like, oh, you're gonna kill me now? Well, you want some food? I don't really know what you're saying. I don't really know. Oh, you said you want some food? Okay, wait, why is this guy hitting me? Oh no, yeah, that's basically what would happen before they found stone. And during the same time that the ancient builders started to find stone, they also started to create languages, and these clans started to grow larger and larger and larger until the ancient builders started to construct buildings, different types of buildings, small, made out of wood. The stronger buildings would be made out of stone, but they weren't anything fancy, but they were nice. And that's what the ancient builders wanted. They weren't exactly roomy, but they were nice. With the ancient builders now stone, they recreated the exact same thing that they made with the crafting table, which was stone, which they soon created the stone sword, the stone pickaxe, and the stone axe, with some other tools. This was the first step in the direction of war. You see, now that the ancient builders had stronger materials, it did not stop the bloodshed that still happened in the world. With this new tools, they slaughtered animals. More and more of the animals started to grow extinct until the clans came together into one huge meeting, and they all discussed different things. All the clan heads talked, but at the end, it was said that they must find a new food source than animals, or all the animals would go extinct. So they searched with many different things until they used a hoe and planted seeds in the dirt. When these seeds were planted, they grew into something that was eatable and sustained their hunger. So they breeded a bunch of different animals, and the overworld was full of animals again. With the coming peace, the overworld was beautiful. But the peace would not last very long. As the ancient builders venture into the caves once again, they found a new ore. Something stronger than iron. Something that needed to be broken down to be used. They found iron. And with their iron, they crafted beautiful looking, shining armor. Instead of using cowhide, they can now have beautiful, shining armor. They could put up in the sky. Heroes were born, but heroes are born out of war. And back on the surface, war was breaking out once again. The first ancient builders who brought up the iron immediately told everybody about it. But now everybody wanted this iron. They didn't want to go into the dangerous mines. They wanted to get it for themselves. So they all started to try and grab this iron. So a war broke out between all the clans. They fought and fought and fought. More clans going into the mines, paying people, mercenaries being created to go and hunt and kill other ancient builders, or to go down and find more iron. I'm really getting hyped up about this story. Oh man, what's gonna happen next? Oh no. But if you want to hear what happens next, stay tuned, subscribe, like the video. I'm trying to get to 115 subscribers before the end of the year. Subscribing would make my day. Now, let's get right into the video. Again. So, castles were constructed to keep mercenaries and other clans out of other clans' territory. Let's create two different clans. Let's call one clan the Kuza. No, that's too hard of a Japanese name. I was like, we're used to name clans instead of tribes. So let's do something Japanese, but let's just call it the Kujo clan and the that's too close. Let's see. The Land Clan. The Land Clan and the Kujo Clan. Okay? The Land Clan and the Kujo Clan. Okay, so these clans were rivals, and they were the first to construct castles. And once these castles were constructed, sieges were created. Sieges, if you don't know what that means, and you didn't pay attention in your medieval history class, sieges are basically, you have to siege a castle to attack the castle, and this is exactly what the clans did until the overworld was no longer peaceful and war was everywhere. But it was not over, for there was a group of heroes who would soon save the overworld. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to episode 2, subscribe, like the video. If we get to this video to say 4 likes, I'll post part 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.